Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Right now, the search to find the person who killed United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson is revealing more clues, and one is close to home. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Bridget Bjorlo. Thompson was shot 3 days ago in Manhattan, and the man who ambushed him is still on the run tonight. Police have combed through the evidence and believe he escaped New York City on a bus, so this is now becoming a multi-state search. But could the trail lead to Fairfield County?
Our team received tips that the gun used in the Midtown shooting may have come from a gun store here in our state. We sent Fox 61's Matt Caron to investigate, and he joins us from Norwalk now after looking into the possible Connecticut connection.
As law enforcement zeroes in on a killer, there are reports that the gun used to execute Brian Thompson was sold in Connecticut. And our investigation brought us here to Norwalk.
We are seeing the net close quickly upon this shooter.
Law enforcement sources said the gun used to execute United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was a replica World War II-era spy pistol used to kill Nazis, known as a Station 6.9 with an integrated silencer, a specific and rare firearm.
Perhaps he used that same fake driver's license to be able to purchase the gun, but it is another avenue to try to determine who this person is.
The manufacturer, B&T, has only one dealer listed in Connecticut, Zero Group MFG, who is in the process of relocating from Norwalk to New Fairfield. I spoke by phone with owner Travis Peachy. He said his company has never stocked or sold a Station 6. And after watching video of the killing, he doesn't even believe it was the gun used. The gun isn't the only item of interest. Bullet casings were inscribed with the words, "Deny, Defend, Depose," a reference to a book about denied insurance claims.
It could also be efforts on his part to mislead law enforcement.
Ken Gray is a former FBI special agent and criminologist at the University of New Haven. He said it's a matter of when, not if, the shooter will be captured.
Right now, in the period of time where he thinks he may not be identified yet, he may not be as diligent about trying to remain hidden.
Thompson's killing set off a firestorm on social media, with many people criticizing him, United Healthcare's industry-leading claim denial rate, and calling for a revolution.
Vigilante justice is not what America's Constitution is about.
Donna Perlman works in insurance and has a more personal take.
Honestly, seeing those videos of Brian walking out and getting shot in the back like that, I've barely been able to concentrate on my work all week.
She met Brian and got to know him through industry conferences.
He treated everybody exactly the same. He was one of the most down-to-earth insurance executives I've ever met. I just feel so bad for Brian's family and for everybody at United Healthcare in Hartford.
It's still unclear exactly where that gun was sold and who the original source of that information is. It's something we will continue to investigate. Reporting in Norwalk, Matt Caron, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, thank you, Matt. 2 weeks after 16-year-old Uzziah Shell was shot and killed in New Haven, the community will be honoring his life tomorrow.
Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc spoke with his family and community members who are supporting them during this difficult time.
When Uzziah's sister speaks about him, her eyes light up. In the same way, she says Uzziah brought light everywhere he went. Now she wants everybody to remember that and feel that during his services.
He was a lovable person, and he was very genuine, outgoing, and just always wanted the best for everybody.
When you ask Aniqua Booker about her little brother, Uzziah Shell, it's obvious he was much more than that to her.
Uzziah was practically like my child. That was my baby.
Aniqua says her 16-year-old baby had big dreams. He loved fashion, athletics, and one day wanted to follow in his late father's footsteps to get into HVAC engineering. So when she found out he was killed while walking on a New Haven street 2 weeks ago, she says it was God and the community that brought her and her family to this moment.
My emotions is all over the place. This was a tragedy. And I don't feel like any family should experience the hurt, the pain that my family is going through at the moment.
That pain lessened just slightly with acts of kindness like this one.
This is gonna be what he's wearing.
This gray diamond-studded sweatshirt from Time Tell Smoke Shop in Hamden is one of the last things Uzziah asked his family for. So the owners made it happen and gave it to them for free, something they plan to send him away in.
When Josh placed the suit in my hands, I felt the presence in the spirit. It was just so intense because that's the suit that my brother wanted.
He called me and he just, for an hour straight, he said, we need to do something to help this family.
That help continued as entrepreneur Nevaeh Dent and her fiance found a local florist to provide flowers for Uzziah's funeral.
He was a light to whoever knew him. So imagine him not having the most beautiful roses on his casket or around them to light up the room just how he did.
As they head into those services, the two women are asking for peace as they look to bring change to their community.
I need the community and these children to wake up and realize that this is not a game.
Our goal is to hopefully find a solution so that this doesn't continue to happen.
Now, the family says they want this funeral to be a chance for everybody to come together. Now, police will be there, and so will other community resources. We are in New Haven. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Julia, thank you. Let's get a check on the forecast now. Another chilly day, but are changes on the way?
Meteorologist Deshaun Robinson joining us now. Deshaun, I'm looking forward to a chance to thaw out a little bit.
Yeah, me too. I'm definitely looking forward for these warmer temperatures. Now, it is still very cold out there, and we will see our temperatures warm up on Saturday and Sunday. However, there is a chance for some flurries Saturday night as a weak system passes, and we are tracking some showers for next week. As you head out there right now, our temperatures are generally in the upper 20s to the lower 30s, 31 in Hartford, about 30 degrees in Windsor Locks, and about 28 down at Chester. And the winds are still howling out there, but not as strong as they were earlier today and yesterday. And these winds will continue to diminish through the night and tomorrow. Tonight we are looking at partly cloudy skies. Those of you along the hills expect temperatures near 20 degrees, inland areas 23, and about 27 along the shoreline. Tomorrow we are looking at plenty of sunshine for the morning with our highs nearing 40 degrees. I'll let you know more about this weekend's weather.
Okay, Deshaun, thank you very much. Good news for drivers in Bristol. A long-term construction project is finally complete. Traffic is moving freely once again through the intersection of Route 72 and 69. Fox 61's Lindsay Kane is in Bristol with a look at what's new in the West End.
Drivers may notice some changes in Bristol. A project was just completed on the intersections of Route 72 and 69 in order to make it safer and more accessible for pedestrians and bikers as well. It's been 13 years in the making, but traffic improvements to a major intersection in Bristol are complete. The intersection of Route 72 and 69 was the site of many crashes and congestion. That's why DOT officials and state leaders redesigned the area, turning it into a 4-lane modern intersection with a wider shoulder and crosswalks.
To make this safer for everyone driving through, to make it safer for people walking through here or biking through here, really is invaluable.
The project cost $18 million. It took more than a decade of planning and a year and a half of construction, but the improvements were finished under budget and ahead of schedule. City leaders say more than 15,000 cars travel through the area daily. Now, with the new road design and additional parking lots, the goal is for more people to spend time in the city.
The next DOT project has already started, and we are going to try to make the travel through this West End even better and connect it even better to what's happening downtown.
City leaders say they hope that this project helps bring more businesses to the area now that people are able to easily access the area on foot or by car as well. In Bristol, Lindsay Kane, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Lindsay, thanks. A Manchester police sergeant is on leave tonight, and he was arrested on charges that he interacted with a minor online while lying about his age. 33-year-old Sergeant Ryan Moen of Coventry has been with the department for 7 years. He most recently served as a student resource officer supervisor for Manchester Public Schools. Now, Moen is charged with risk of injury of a child, enticing a minor by computer, misrepresentation of age, and tampering with evidence. Police say the alleged crime did not happen in his capacity as an officer, and the victim is not a Manchester student or resident. The town manager and chief of police sent out a joint statement that condemns Moen's actions and says they, quote, are in complete contrast to MPD's values of integrity, compassion, and fairness, and do not reflect the professionalism and dedication of the officers who make up the department. Moen is out on bond and is scheduled to appear in court in January.
We are learning new details about a house fire in Derby where the homeowner is now facing assault charges. Crews were called to a 2-story home on Roosevelt Drive where the garage ignited in flames, and police say at the same time this was all happening, the homeowner, Andrew Fogarty, snuck into his neighbor's house and hit one of the residents with a hammer. Police arrested Fogarty and discovered that he had taped metal plates to his body, this as makeshift body armor. All this happening as firefighters are working to put out the garage fire on his home. They say it took around 2 hours to contain the flames. The fire ended up spreading to the home, which is now considered unlivable. It's still unclear tonight exactly what caused that fire.
Well, Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal is calling on the Federal Trade Commission to take action against ticket scalpers. It's reported a scalper sold a ticket to a local holiday show at 4 times the original price. Scalpers often sell tickets at inflated prices on questionable sites and use sponsored ads to appear on the venue's website. The proposed bill would make it illegal for scalpers to use bots to go around online security measures that ensure real fans access tickets.
As a Christmas gift to consumers, enforcement of this law will bring down the cost of tickets by preventing the scalpers from circumventing security measures. That's the law.
Well, Senator Blumenthal says despite the bots being outlawed around 2016, the FTC has only taken action once against 3 ticket brokers.